Hey guys, here we go. If you see Matt run around the background, it's just because he's here and he's running around the background making noise and trying to make me not focus, but that's okay. But we are out here and I think actually, I'm cheating because I already test fired this thing about a minute ago just because I didn't want to make a video again of nothing happening. But it is working, so I already know it is going to work. But we're going to show y'all what I did, and actually I can't really show you what I did, but we're going to show you that it does work. Actually looking in there, I followed some advice from Jeremy, actually. You know who you are. And I guess on, who is it? I'm going to forget the names. But some of the big, the gas block, the people make the gas blocks, shoot, I can't remember the name. Anyway, I'll try to annotate it if I remember. But they actually advise using some Loctite around your gas port, which kind of helps seal it off. And one of y'all in the comments was suggesting to make sure I use, a good gas block, because if you got poor quality made ones, they may not seal up as well. Well, with the Loctite, it kind of helps bridge that gap a little bit because it seals everything up. I don't know how well over time that will work, but obviously it's worked this time. So anyway, I opened it up. I think I used a 764, if that's a drill bit size. I think it is. 764 drill bit, and I opened it up so it's just over 0.1. It's like 0.104, 0.1 something. So it's a pretty big gas port hole. But yeah, but it is working. So I'm going to show y'all that it does work. That's kind of a lame way to do that because I already tell y'all it works. So anyway, but I'm going to show you here. And this is just Tula 62 grain, this stuff right here. Or not Tula, Barnaul. My Barnaul stuff from SG Ammo. Anyway, and we'll pop some of this off, and yeah, you can kind of see what's going on a little bit. See, so it is working. There you go. So it is working. So that is a wonderful, fantastic thing. And it really, I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to kill my shoulder, because if you open it up too much, then I don't know, then you're just going to be beating itself to death basically, because it's got way too much gas coming back. But that's kind of what people have said is the downside of an 18-inch gun with a rifle-length gas system. This really should be optimized for like a mid-length gas system. An 18-inch gun. 20-inch gun would use a rifle-length gas system, which would keep it nice and smooth. So, yeah, we probably voided warranties and all this kind of stuff, but it is working. I am hitting steel. So now what we get to do is really look into accuracy and stuff on this, and hopefully me drilling through here, I didn't get too many burrs or anything inside the barrel. Tried to clean it out, but hopefully that didn't cause any issues there. So we're going to see what kind of accuracy we can get. We got a target down there with 4 bullseyes, so we'll use 4 different kinds of ammo. Since my brother's probably going to be using mostly steel, that's kind of what the idea is, to see what kind of accuracy he can get, so I can tell him what to expect, so that whenever he shoots wild off groups and is like, you don't know what you're doing about building me an upper, I can show him this video and say, yeah, it's shot just fine for me, and I just jinxed myself. So we're going to shoot what is this stuff? The 62 grain. And then I'll pull 3 other random stuff. I'll shoot a deal of just regular, what is this? Federal 55 grain stuff. And then we'll do 2 Gucci kind of, I don't know, 75, 77 grain. Something that's, good ammo. And we'll try to get some groups on that and show y'all what the barrel can do. In a later video, we're going to look at the optic itself and see how it tracks, how it works and all that. And then I can send it to my brother and hopefully he can shoot a deer with it or something. So we're going to get to the accuracy portion of this and yeah, we're going to do it. Hey guys, here we go. So I don't know if you can see this or not. I just want to tag this on the end of the video because I don't want to make a whole other separate video for this part. But here are our groups from today with my brother's rifle right here. Hope this angle turns out okay. Hope it does. Anyway, make sure this is right. Right, this is the right one. That's the left one, yeah. Okay. Anyway, the Barnaul 62, we fired... How many we fired? 5 rounds out of that, right? And from the extreme spread, we've got about 2.9. There we go. That's a nice pen. 2.95 or 905 inches. And actually, if you take out one flyer, which I like to kind of do, because sometimes it's a little bit off, that's down to a 1.5, so 1.52. That's with the Barnaul 62 grain, okay? Freedom Munition 77, 2 of them were almost touching, but of course I had to throw one, and the rest of these are just 3-round groups, right? And it was at 248, so 2.48 inches. All right, I think the next one we came down here got a little bit better, looks like. The Hornady Black was, yeah, definitely better. 176. All right, 176. And then Federal 55, their box stuff, actually, that looks like it's the exact same. We're close to it anyway. 1.8, basically the same thing. 1.8. Okay, so there we go. That is just a baseline. That's why I'm kind of doing this video, not its own kind of entity, as it were, but just as a baseline. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Barnaul 62, nearly a 3-inch group. Okay, Freedom Munition. These two are basically touching, right? And then we have this flyer guy up here. Okay, I'll call that a flyer. I can tell you honestly, whenever I'm shooting this stuff, I'm shooting it off a bag. The optic on here has a very large reticle, you know, so it's not super fine crosshairs, so the crosshairs are taking up some room. That gives a little leeway when you're trying to put, you know, bullet holes in the exact same hole. It can kind of be a little bit hard. And I was moving around a little bit, so this was not the most stable. This was not the most stable platform I could be shooting on. It was pretty stable, and for what we got, that's okay. That's fine for what we got. I mean, 77 grain and a 75 grain, they're all shooting about the same. Actually, this was so big, these two are about the same, and this is probably the most expensive and the cheapest, and these two are right in the middle when you're going cost per round. Federal 55, that shot basically the exact same as this Hornady Black. And this Hornady Black shot pretty good, which is give and take. Sometimes it does really good, sometimes it doesn't. So that's the baseline, what we're going to start at. Now that we got the rifle cycling, we're going to throw in a bunch of other ammo and do probably more 3-shot groups. I like 3-shot groups because that allows you to shoot several of them instead of one 5-shot group and then be like, well, I don't know, you could shoot 2 3-shot groups. That's my ideology behind it. Anyway, yeah, that's how I think. But that's what we got right now for a baseline. For your cheap stuff, almost a 2-inch up to a 3-inch, and then a, what's this, same thing, almost a 2-inch up to a 2.5-inch. So I don't know. This doesn't say a whole lot because there's no repetitiveness as far as like the same ammo being shot in different groups, so you don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. That's what we got right now, and yeah, stay tuned for more stuff like this.